know what you charge. I gave you the whole fee. You told me the price, and I paid you the price that you told me. You said $48.
Yes, I told you,
and
but
I
I
paid
told you.
this.
I asked you one pedicure. You say no. You want.
I didn't ask for no pedicure. I didn't get no pedicure.
Yeah, and you.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't want no pedicure. I didn't get no pedicure.
Yes, please don't.
Come on, 271.
Hey guys, I'm Blossom.
And I'm Dave. Welcome back to the final Rude Customers podcast of the week.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome indeed. It's been a good long week.
It has been, and we're switching it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to this, a clip show. We have our most outrageous, funniest, most insane, or just baddest people that we've covered
And
yet.
since it's Friday, let's make it a long 1 hour episode.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy to the cringe, the mad, the funny, and all the above.
Get excited. I don't know. I don't know.
Dynamite drop in.
Let's watch.
Let's watch.
So I wanted to come on here and talk about something that is really starting to annoy me. So I applied for a job at TJ Maxx a few weeks ago and they denied my application. They couldn't even call me. They just sent me some automated email. So I went in today and I was like, so what was the reason I didn't get hired? And she was like, oh, like, you just, like, don't have enough experience. There was candidates that had, like, more experience than you.
Okay.
Could be true. It could be true.
It could be true. But guys, if you're in the server industry, can you not tell me, like, if she made your food, you know what they say about the chefs? Like, it would be absolutely amazing. Like, I could just, the food that she would make, I would eat.
You know, I remember back in my day, tattoo people were cool.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't complain and whine about being the out culture. They're the alt culture. They're the outskirts. They did this for a reason. You tattooed your face.
She was looking for a community that would agree with her. That's why she went to TikTok.
TikTok will give you that. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of, demon spawn tattoo face people who are like, yeah, all we want to do is sell people clothes. I'm sure.
And, I asked her if it was about my tattoos, obviously, because I know a lot of places don't like tattoos. She said that wasn't the reason. I don't feel like that's true, but whatever, I'll leave it at that. So I'm just wondering how, like, teenagers and young adults who haven't had a job before, how are they supposed to get employed if these places are only...
Okay, that's a true argument.
Well, I know where to start. Don't tattoo your face. Don't tattoo your face.
You can.
You
but
can.
Just wear cover up.
Yeah, a lot of cover up. Look, tattoo face culture has gotten accepted. That's extreme.
No,
That's extreme. Her whole forehead's tattooed. Her whole forehead.
Okay. All right, look.
She's got a demon on her neck.
Yes.
She's got another one in her cleavage.
Okay.
There's nowhere to avert your eyes.
Okay, these things are all true.
Yes.
But I feel as if, it's your body, your choice.
Sure.
However, I feel like maybe because some of these tattoos can be viewed as offensive, maybe put some cover up on.
Well, there's that. And so while your choice and your body is all that and good, imagine if that was just pictures, just paintings, and someone decided to hang them right in your friggin' viewing space at your job all the time. And in fact, it even move around. You wouldn't like those very much, and you could do something about it. Point being is, you made a choice. Not everybody else should have to deal with the consequences of that choice. Meaning, some places may not hire you if you have demons on your neck. I think that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm not saying, I don't even think it's discriminatory. You tattooed a demon on your neck. If TJ Maxx don't think your cardigan's selling material, I'm sorry. I'm not going to cry for this woman. I'm sure she's lovely. I'd love to have coffee with her.
Okay, so here's the thing. she's also a reseller, so that could also be a reason to why she got denied.
Oh,
A lot of yeah,
if
she
resells?
resells a lot of Hello Kitty stuff. She resells a lot of things that you can purchase at TJ Maxx, and so it is possible. Because I looked into her, and I'm like, oh, it's possible they probably came across your social media stuff, but I don't really know. Are people like really at department stores?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
poaching right now, it's huge. Theft, poaching is the biggest thing in retail. They're vetting their customers more than ever. They're looking at what you're doing because the people are getting over, and they're people are just flat out like stealing as employees from TJ Maxx and all these places. It's really bad. I work at a pawn shop. You know, I've talked about that before on the show. I deal with a lot of different people. Let me tell you something. As soon as you said she's a reseller, I'm like, yeah. So
they probably also were like, no. And I wonder I wonder what she said in her interview too. Like, I want to know, even though her next video, she's like, this is the last time I'm talking about this. But I really want to know, did you mention that you were a reseller? Yeah. Because that could have just been a application dumped into the trash. Well,
so many people are resellers nowadays. It's just, I think you have to be upfront about it.
No.
You don't think so?
No, go on eBay. You do not have to be upfront about it.
No, but I think, if they find out about it, they may not be the happiest. You're going to get
That's fine.
Anyway.
Why would you voluntarily tell?
You know what? It
I
depends.
Wouldn't voluntarily
you know what?
Tell
Honestly, it depends on who my manager is. It really does. It because if you can just have it on paper, that it just protects you that you told them.
No.
Now, if you got a cool ass manager,
this is a chain. This isn't like. No, once you tell a chain like this, once you tell Marshall's, Hobby Lobby, once you tell, I don't know, these big chains, oh, hey, I'm a reseller, they're not going to hire you. Yeah. They have no incentive. If anything, you have everything to gain from them. When it comes time to the employee, 20% off, plus another 20% off, and then you try to resell that, you're the ones who are going to be making the real profit from
you're making
them,
money, yeah.
So
you're making off of them at this point, plus what they're paying you. So that's why there are ways, believe it or not, nowadays to incorporate that into just flat out friggin' like sponsorship. Like if you can sell for TJ Maxx and be like an influencer in that job, that's what I would try to. But you and I are different. We try anything we do, we literally try to find a way to make content about.
Make a what?
Like some sort of content. Well, can we do it this way? Or talk about it in some way. I would do the same thing if I was in retail like that. And, but you're right. It's harder with the corporation.
To come to some type of understanding, I'm definitely not telling any company nothing. I'm not telling them anything.
Yeah, this might be a cultural thing. Yeah. You always tell me I talk too much anyway.
You do. You talk too much. You tell people way too much shit.
No, not important stuff. I use it to get information.
You tell people everything. But in this one,
I would just feel bad about it. Does sometimes. Nothing bad, though.
Hiring people with experience. So younger people just can't get a job because they haven't worked enough. So, they'll deny a 16-year-old a job because they don't have enough work experience. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I do okay with money as is, so I didn't, need the job, but I would have liked it to have made some extra money so I could pay off my debt quicker. I want you guys to talk about in the comments what it's been like for you finding a job recently, if it's been easy or if it's been difficult, and I want to know what kind of experience you guys have, because I want to see if I'm the only person that's experiencing this right now or not. And I hate that my tattoos are such a defining factor for me getting a job or not. Just because I have tattoos doesn't mean
the tattoos on your face are not supposed to be a defining factor. Let me tell you something. If you're in any lineup in the world and anyone has to ask anything about you, guess the first thing they're going to say? Look for the girl with tattoos on her face. The demon on her neck. It is your defining feature. You chose it to be your defining feature. You didn't. I don't think they held her down for this. I that bothers me when people do that.
Yeah, people are crucifying her on TikTok, but she's also gained a lot of profit from this because this has over 9 million views on TikTok.
there's a lot of entitled young people who apparently got some face tattoos, and that's craziness. People are going to agree with.
No, Dave. A lot of people disagree with this lady, but she is
still gaining.
She's gaining obviously because out of those 9 million people, I'm sure there's some people.
Oh God, yeah.
That come to her defense, but I've seen a lot of people with tattoos. They're actually like, hold on, I don't support this. Like, if you really do want a job, I mean, it's a company's job to hire people that are actually going to help sell their products. And if they feel that your tattoos are going to discourage someone from buying an item, then they're not going to hire you. And it has nothing to actually do with the tattoo itself. It just has everything to do with their business model. Well, so
you know what bothered me about this though? Because she's framing this like she doesn't know what happened. I feel like she was looking for the sympathy vote because she knows exactly what happened. Let's be honest. She knows exactly why she didn't get this job. And the fact of the matter is the people I think they were trying to be polite and not bring it up. And you have to worry about bringing it up as someone hiring them, because if you say it the wrong way or they take it the wrong way, well, then it's a discrimination lawsuit.
That's what I thought she brought this to TikTok to say, hey, I'm discriminated against because of my tattoos.
I thought she was fishing for it. That's what I thought.
No, but so I
don't
think she's stupid about it. I think she was trying to make the point, hey guys, like, come for these people come for TJ Maxx because they discriminate against us people who have tattoos. And there had to be a group of people on TikTok who were like, no, don't put us in with you because I think that was her message.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I just hate the way she framed it, because she frames it in this way like she doesn't know. And she goes to great lengths to sell it too. She's like, she tells a whole story that
I agree. I agree.
Like, come on, lady.
She should have at least been more detailed with the tattoos, because it's not just a tattoo. You have a tattoo of Satan, of the devil, of something that symbolizes hell. So I do agree with what you're saying.
It's funny. I just find this so, because she could have just went on TikTok and just said, hey, I think I got denied a job because of my demon tattoos. And it would have saved some time.
Yeah, but to be a part of the tattoo movement of, they didn't hire me because of my tattoos. Well, if your tattoo had anything like, like a blink symbol and a blink symbol, you know what I mean? All the inappropriate things.
A 16-year-old can't get a job out there?
I know.
They don't have enough experience? What 16-year-old? Who are you talking about, lady? What do you mean?
And for you to act like a little and do that kind of shit to me,
if we look at the cameras,
if
we look at the cameras and you come in at 8:30, what's gonna happen?
I came in at 8:29.
You did not turn our systems and our phones. I walked out at 8:30 because I'm making ice cream.
Listen,
I came out to finish with the customers and you walked out. We told you we were closed.
You had us waiting in line.
It's not locked. You can't refuse.
We can't lock customers.
Okay, real quick. So already, this is part 2. We don't know where part 1 went, but already you hear the employees saying, if you look at the cameras, you came in at 8:30. And this man, they're both filming each other.
Which is great.
And he's like, I came in at 8:29.
8:29.
Now, there's really 2 ways to look at this here. From a rude customer's, we're not going to do the rude customer perspective first. From an employee's perspective, because they are being a rude customer, if we close at 8:30 and you walk in at 8:29, are we technically closed? No, but we're closed.
Okay.
I mean, it's rude.
Wait,
it's rude.
It sucks. However, let's look at it from the other perspective. You, my dear, one of my favorite people in the world, can sometimes struggle with getting out of the house, per se. What if this man has a woman in his life or a person in his life that also has such restraints, but they both really wanted ice cream that night, or maybe a kid wanted ice cream that night,
Get this.
or something.
I will never.
They're just trying to get there. He got there on time.
We're going to the 7-Eleven to get ice cream then. We're not going to go to Cold Stone that closes at 8:30 and then walk in at 8:29. You know that's what we're doing. We're not going to go to Cold Stone. We're going to order Uber Eats from the 7-Eleven down the street because we're too lazy to walk there or drive there.
I want to give this man a little bit. Look, obviously this dude is a gym rat. He's probably got a little bit of that testosterone inside him going.
Look at this face.
He looks like a jacked up Kevin Hart, don't he? He looks like somebody put up muscles on a Kevin Hart. It's amazing. This dude, I just feel like he's probably a family man trying to get his family some ice cream and just wants to get there. And he got there, and now he's not being served. You know why I also like him? Because he used Dickhead doesn't get used nearly enough. Dickhead's good. But it does bring up, and all jokes aside, it does bring up an interesting thing. Because, as a customer, you probably shouldn't walk into a place right as it's closing. It sucks.
Yeah. Look,
But is it worth all the hoopla?
Listen, it's not worth it because all this back and forth that they're doing, they could have just gotten their ice cream and left already.
Right.
It's not. However,
stand on
you
business.
look like an idiot walking in at Cold Stone and you're like, no, I came in at 8:29. You guys are still open till 8:30. You sound like a moron.
He's gonna stand on principle there. He doesn't have a lot of principle. That's a man
it's
thing.
by a minute.
Oh, I know. But that minute is still put you in the technical right. And for a man, we're gonna stand on it. If we got nothing else, and maybe we've had a really bad night, and we're looking bad in front of our girl and stuff, be like, nah, I was here at 8:29. I was not late. Sorry, let me in.
We're closed. We are closed. Come back tomorrow.
Burn this establishment.
Or
to the
don't come
ground.
back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow with my 4x4. I'm gonna run through this thing. Bam.
Do not let Dave and Eddie of your have him like a warning. Remember, you know when we go to C-Town and there's all these people that's stolen, and then you have like their photos on the front of the door. Put Dave's photo of like, do not enter if you see this person.
Do not anger this man. Treat this man with respect.
We physically
at the door just like you were.
But we were all busy. The line was all the way at the end.
There's a sign on the door that says exactly what time we open. Exactly what time.
8:29.
You came at 8:30 on the dot because
Still, like it's one.
It's one.
yeah, but we want to go home.
That's fine, but this
We can, because if we let you in, we let everybody in.
We let you in at 8:30 on the dot.
My daughter, who is 4 years old,
And you
here
wanna
from
do this shit in
Michigan,
front of our fucking
happy this is her first time.
Okay,
So they're talking about a line.
hold on. It's 8:42. And if he came in at 8, I'm looking at the POS system they got there. It is 8:42.
That's how long they've been arguing about this.
And they've been arguing about this.
12 fiscal minutes.
Yes. And he could have, listen, I'm not trying to blame the Cold Stone employees.
Don't blame everybody.
You know, I'm not blaming anybody, but all I'm saying
everybody.
is if you had to choose, I would have given him the ice cream, and then you guys wouldn't be arguing and now it's 8:42.
You know what? You know whose fault this is? I know whose fault this is. Who invented the term stand on business? Whoever invented that term, that is their fault. Because
Stand on business?
everybody's standing on business nowadays. I'm going to stand on business. These two are both standing on business, and they don't want to back down. They're both not 100% wrong, and they're both not 100% right. But their attitudes and the way that they're going about it is 100% wrong, and they just don't know how to be right.
This every single time this gets paused, this man's face gets funnier.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He looks like he's about to sing like a seal song.
No, he does not look like he's about to do that.
There.
I'm gonna press play.
Now that your rose is in bloom.
You wanna do
You're
this shit?
recording us first.
Do this shit?
Like this is crazy.
You guys can leave, because we can call the cops if you want, honestly. All right. You want him? Excuse you. You want him? The pig's the only guy that we have
You're a
here?
grown-ass man.
Are you serious?
You already fuck.
Excuse you. You can leave, sir. We can really call the cops. You're gonna threaten a kid? A minor. A minor.
You're gonna get fired.
I'm not going anywhere.
gonna get fired.
You're not
Give me
going
the number to
anywhere.
corporate.
That's fine.
What are your names?
Man, so I think I was correct, and this is a father who is just trying to get his family some ice cream and decided he's going to stand up and, no, I am not going to tell my kids that they can't have Cold Stone. I was here at 8:29. That's what this is. And he's got a little bit of that, the juice. He got a little bit of juice in him. He looks like a builder.
I don't know if I'm a sucker or not, but I would have just given him the ice cream.
Right.
And at this point, because we shutting down things, I'm just gonna give it to him for free because I'm not about to. We're trying to count the cash that's
Right.
in the register. We're trying to keep it going. We're trying to close and go home, like she stated. So once again, it does sound like I'm coming hard for the Cold Stone employees, and I'm really not. But it's just not worth it. None of this, to me, it doesn't make any sense to continue going on with the man. Now it's gotten to him threatening a minor, it seems like, or allegedly. But allegedly a minor, I don't know.
Yeah,
but
it's still the altercation is being threatened.
and it's just, it's getting nasty, and it didn't have to get to this point. And these are why, though, this is why they show you these boring behind videos when you get hired at these chains, because you never really wanted to get to this point. And it just,
Well, here's the reality. They were talking about a line. So I'm going to think that they were pretty busy towards the end of the night.
it sounds like they were in this line, and then she said, but you got out of it. So it sounded like they
But
left.
it still seemed
and
like it was
came-
pretty busy, right?
Yeah,
And we can
yeah.
agree on that. So everything else we don't need to agree on. But it was busy. Now, that
Mm-hmm.
being said, to me, if I was managing this place, I'd be like, just clear out everybody who's in line.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes you got to work an extra 3 to 5 minutes. I mean, it sucks. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But do you really want to turn away a family who's trying to get ice cream at 8:30 at night? There's that way to look at it too, because it is so avoidable. I mean, shit, you're on the other side of that sometimes. Sometimes you're the family trying to get something late. I'm not saying it's right from the show up late, but I think we can all agree this is unnecessary.
If it was your business, you should have sent someone besides your sister if it's on your card. Secondly, I am the GM. I'm telling you, internally I checked. Your reservation was canceled by a third party, which is not on our end, nor is anyone in the system. One of you, whoever booked it, which she said she didn't know, which would fall on whomever that might be, would be one of you. So how is our hotel at your fault? There's nowhere else to put you. You're lucky you got in a room for what we did do for what my girl had last night. She contacted me, and I did check internally last night. The ignorance is bliss, and you guys are just blazing this morning. And then to ask for a cop escort out of the hotel when someone tells you you're not welcome?
No, we didn't.
No, they both have your name.
She's cooking.
Wait, what
She's
did they?
cooking.
What did they ask for?
So basically, the way that I'm hearing this so far, this woman is the manager. She's the person who runs the hotel. So
yeah.
the night before, she got called because these two came in and had problems with the third-party reservations. They were able to squeeze them into some room, but there's nothing else available. So the next morning, probably more reservations and all this, so they're having to deal with them.
For sure.
So basically what she's saying is somewhere in that third party, since the first person who was saying that she didn't know,
No,
who,
I get all that.
yeah. So then what's your question?
Well, the question is, she was like, they were asking for, I just didn't hear a physical, like, I get what she's saying, but I didn't hear the last part when she was like, and you guys wanted to ask for a comp. Were they asking for
I didn't hear
a
the comp.
free?
I heard the ignorance is bliss and you guys are blazing. I didn't hear comp. Go back.
Yeah, hold on.
There's nowhere else to put you. You're lucky you got in a room for what we did do for what my girl had last night. She contacted me, and I did check internally last night. The ignorance is bliss, and you guys are just blazing this morning. And then to ask for a cop escort out of the hotel when someone tells you you're not welcome?
No, we didn't.
No,
Yeah, cop, not comp. Cop escort. You were asking for a cop escort out of here this morning. I don't know. Let's listen to the rest of it. Maybe we'll get more answers.
I've never heard of that before. I heard of fear. That's why you call the cops. I've never heard of. I mean, are they saying fraudulent or something?
They could be saying that they won't give them back all their stuff. They could say they want a cop there to make sure that they get all the stuff that they said. Who knows what they're saying?
That's
but
very
it sounds
ridiculous.
desperate, and it sounds like people who did not do what they were supposed to do beforehand or didn't check the third-party stuff. I'm with you. Don't use the third-party stuff. Call the hotel because you're going to get screwed, and then you're not covered. It's just...
Yeah, and I get it. I get it that, these third parties, they have... because I don't want to... Now I'm going to take it back a little bit because sometimes these third parties do have really great
Amazing deals. Oh my God,
amazing.
Expedia?
I've used Priceline and they've had amazing
So
deals.
good.
But sometimes I can use other services and it just doesn't work out.
Yeah. And almost all of them say everything is subject to change due to the hotel space and all that stuff. So even when I do use those, which is rare, I like to call the hotel too. I like to call and talk to somebody and just be like, do you think what the outlook's going to be between these dates? I'm using Expedia and I'm just kind of trying to figure out the best deal. What do you think? And sometimes they'll even work with you and give you a deal directly.
What's insane too is sometimes what I've started to realize is that the price difference isn't that much different.
Most of the time it's not. It's little extra add-ons that you end up not getting most of the time that make it feel like a better deal than it actually is.
Both have your names, and so what do you think should happen? You think you should stand up here to place a business and call and complain and handle your thoughts? Right there's the business office. If you have corporate complaints, walk yourself right in there and call. I'm not afraid. I don't know what you people think.
Well, first of all, Miss Rose.
I do not want to talk to you. I'm not going to argue with a fool. Do you understand?
Wow. I don't know why you feel that way about me.
Shut up.
I don't know. Ebony, just stop.
Yes, so, please. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not going to argue with a fool. I'm just not.
So we're both fools? I know you ask questions. Are we going to have a conversation? Or do you just get to talk?
I'm done. Do you understand? The law is coming. You've got an hour to get your belongings and leave my property. Do you understand? Can I make myself any more clear? Discussions went out the window an hour ago, and it took you 20 minutes to tell what the actual problem was when there isn't one.
It hasn't even been an hour. No, I wasn't trying to get a free room. I didn't say that either. I did not say that at one time.
No one behind this desk cares at this point. So if I were you guys, I'd get my stuff and I'd leave. If you're being so polite and kind now at this point.
We have been from the beginning.
Sure we have.
Miss Crystal, have I ever at once
She's
raised my voice?
To answer your question, remember?
See, this is the end of the situation, unfortunately.
Yeah, well,
I am going to hit this woman, too, because she's being really rude at this point. But, man, you could tell this has been a situation from last night. This is kind of an unfair judge because I would be the same friggin' way. Look, you guys, just go. Just go because there's no more sympathy. There's nothing more I can do. So what do you want? We're just fighting at this point. Just get your stuff and go.
She's calling them names, though. Yeah. She's saying you're
calling her fool. Yeah, she's pissed.
Ignorant.
Yeah. It's not smart. I mean, like, I was with her at the beginning when she was like, just the way that she was, the delivery was okay. But now you can see it's all just annoyance and anger. And unfortunately, when you start getting like that, you're going to have to deal with some of the ramifications that come with it.
Yeah, because I don't think you need to, in my opinion, I would argue with this video, I don't think you need to see everything for her to, for like a management of whatever that hotel is to look at this video and be like, you're done. I
don't know. I mean, because if this situation, just think about this for a second. I know she has got to keep her cool and all that. But if this happened an hour ago or a half hour ago and they're just continuing to keep it going and then having the camera, out now to try and accentuate that point and really try to get you because you're not getting what you want. We don't know the truth is my point because it seems like this stems from a lot that's happened. This doesn't seem like this lady's just worked up in this moment like this. It seems like this is so that's what I'm saying why I think it's an unfair judge because this isn't like 2 minutes before. This is like a half hour, 45 minutes, a while before, and now things have calmed down, re-escalated, cameras out, and this one sucks. This one sucks because it's not going to be on the hotel management no matter what. We know that. It's going to be on the third party. And at some point, whose fault is it to keep the fighting? They have to be behind the desk. The customers keep coming back to the desk. So who's at fault? They're not chasing them down. They're coming back to the desk because they want to get what they want. I'd get frustrated too.
I'm curious if whatever hotel this is, and I'm not even on the rude customer side. I'm just curious because we watch these videos and we look at both sides here. And so I'm curious if I was like the district manager of this hotel and this is the video that was presented to me on TikTok. I'm curious, would I be firing this lady for calling the customers there, ignorant and fools, and like I'm curious of how that protocol works.
A couple too many times. She kept using you people. I'm like, oh no, come on, lady.
I know because first off, I'm black, okay. Yeah. I'm black.
I'm like, don't use you people.
When she's saying like you people, when she's saying
with
fools,
connotations of ignorance and all that, yeah, it does sound like she's talking
ignorant. It does come off as okay. Well, what card are they gonna play? Or what are they gonna say?
Wait a minute. I need to see what she has in that bucket. I'm not paying for it. I don't have the money for it. And they're expensive as hell. I'm not buying it. No, I'm not buying all that. I'm not buying it. 2 things, that's it. 1 thing, that's it. I don't have money for it. I don't have money for it. Pick 1 thing and let's go. The rest goes back.
Okay.
Someone needs to protect those babies.
It says angry woman yelling at kids in store,
Yes.
but I viewed this differently.
Oh, please tell.
So the lady clearly states, you guys get 1 thing. I am not buying that. And instead, these kids, they proceed to be like, no, I want this, 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 and this. And the fact that they're getting anything at the store, they should be grateful for. I understand that they're toddlers or kids, whatever. So I understand their brains have not really understood fully how that works. But to me, she's being fair and they're not listening. So yeah, she's raising her voice. But honestly, after I told them 2 times, they're not getting a damn thing. That's how I feel about it. I told you could get 1 thing. If you want to cry because you want all these other things that I told you I financially cannot afford, well, then you're going to learn a lesson. You're not going to get anything. And then the next time you come to the store, and when I tell you could only get 1 thing, you get 1 thing.
You feel better now? You see, that can be accomplished by just putting the 1 thing on the counter and putting everything else back. What you don't have to do, and I'm not a fan of, is publicly poor-mouthing yourself in front of your kids, grandkids, whatever they may be, and everybody else who now has their phones out. It's not a good look. We got to be better than that. And I think it's really bad for the kids. I don't think I get what you're saying, and I do agree. No is no, and 1 is 1, but see, I've been in those situations and I just put everything back and I get the 1 thing. If she doesn't want to choose what the 1 thing is, I choose one thing is and I choose the cheapest.
These kids are also crying like, but they're fighting her on.
But you don't got to reciprocate. You're the adult. So I just my opinion, like you're becoming a meme because of it. You're letting someone film
I understand,
you.
but you know what? Sometimes times are tough and parents are not perfect. They get frustrated. And the reality is that this lady sounds like she's doing the best that she can. And this lady sounds like, look, I could barely afford to pay the bills. And I'm bringing you guys here.
You don't think she came in hot?
Huh?
You don't think she came in hot? You don't think it was hot from the
start?
start?
No, I don't think she came in hot because this lady, just from the sound of her voice, you could tell the frustration that she cannot afford it. The fact that they're getting the 1 thing those kids are not grateful for.
So my mom used to yell at me that she couldn't afford things, but she could. She did.
Okay,
but if she didn't want to get me something, she didn't want to get me something. I'm just saying. It's usually that is a parental lie. I can't afford it.
Whatever. I don't care. I don't have a problem with this. I actually don't, but whoever filmed this did, because it says angry woman yelling.
Well, yeah, they were like, look at this. This is embarrassing.
Yeah. Because I would like to know, is here anybody responsible for Uber and DoorDash? You are not answering to my question. I am recording you and I will send to your manager. Call your manager here. Are you manager? Is here anybody responsible for Uber and DoorDash? I am waiting here for 25 minutes. Nobody answering to my questions. I have 3 orders. This guy have 1 order and waiting here for 30 minutes. 25 and he came earlier than me. What is happening? Why you are not serving Uber or DoorDash? No, they're not answering to our questions. When we say, this is our order, when be ready, how long we have to wait?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You see customers over there too, also?
Yeah, we are also customer.
Yes. But we have to, by policy, we serve one to the in here first.
Where's the policy?
All you have to do is just cancel the orders and go if y'all don't want to wait.
No.
Whoa. Wait, hold on. We have 1 more second left.
Whoa.
There's like 1 more second left. Hold on. I have, yeah. Hold on for a second.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
The end.
I don't even have words for that one. Look, we get a little bit of pushback around these parts for not being on the server's side more often.
Mm-hmm.
But what did he just say?
He said just cancel the order. You don't have to sit and wait here. So that's what this Wendy's is corrupt.
Oh, man,
okay,
big
because here's the thing. Okay, and we love Wendy's out here on these streets. We recently went to a Wendy's sponsorship like back in November. So we love Wendy's. However, this one's corrupt. Okay, because the fact that he's telling, it's a really bad sign when an employee tells an Uber or DoorDash driver, just cancel the order. Because that's telling me that happens way too much to where they're like, you know what? We have too much going on in store. So even though we're supposed to have the Uber app on or we're supposed to have the DoorDash app on, we'll have it on, but we're just going to make these people wait here. Eventually they'll get fed up and they'll cancel the order and another person comes and they just push everything aside. So then you have the people waiting at home for their food as well, get all pissed off, and then their order ends up being canceled after they see the 5th driver driving down to Wendy's to get it. And of course these workers don't care. And mind you, they're being overworked for sure. I'm sure it's busy. We heard the noises in the background, but the reality is that, you know, Wendy's, it's contracted with these companies, so they want it to be ran like that. And for you to be the manager saying that, that's a huge red flag.
No, the guy lied to him right to his face. There is no such policy. That does not exist. Mm-hmm. The guy made it up. It's a store policy that they put into place, and he couldn't defend it. And the fact of the matter is, it's worse than, it's not even as easy as what all that was there. It was like, the fact that he was openly letting Uber and DoorDash and their drivers know that they are not priority. If there are people in line in store that are in restaurant customers, they are going to be catered to first. Mm-hmm. That should piss everybody involved off, and not just for the obvious, because this was handled about as poorly as possible. This guy wanted answers. You need to be communicating with people that are there for the Uber and DoorDash. If they're waiting, let them know. I get that everyone seems to be at odds with them and they don't seem to work together very well anymore, and a lot of stores turn their DoorDashes and all that stuff off or don't renew the contracts, and that all sucks. But they still have the contract here. And I don't see how this isn't a lawsuit. Honestly, how doesn't that is a breach of contract with Uber and DoorDash?
Excuse me. I'd like to know why you're not serving me.
Because you're so rude, sir.
How am I rude?
You're so rude. I say,
how am I rude?
I send you, and you just.
And then you sent me the same lady. You said you were going to send me a different lady, and then she didn't even bring the sugar.
I said I refuse to serve her.
Why?
I already explained.
What is your name?
My name is Jasmine.
Jasmine. Mm-hmm. And why? Because the lady came late with coffee, and then when she finds...
You're looking like a big scenario over here. I know you...
Listen, after she came, after 6 minutes...
In a second, I'll be right there with you. And
but she still... No, she came, but she didn't bring sugar, and then she left and continued to bust tables.
So what do you want to do?
I want a server who's going to be attentive to me, because they're going to expect a tip.
No, we're not expecting.
Yes, everybody expects a tip. Everybody we're in a food industry where everybody tips.
Well, would you want to do it?
To give me a server who's going to come and make sure that I have sugar with my coffee.
I will bring you coffee and you sugar.
The coffee's there. It's getting cold.
Okay.
Wow. That's a Darren.
Yeah, that is a Darren.
That's a Darren right there.
Thank you to the commenter who is now on the screen.
Yes. Karens and Darrens.
Giving us Darren.
Karens and Darrens. That's awesome. You did great. You probably took it from someone else, but guess what? Now we're taking it from you. It's ours
you know what
now.
this man sounds like, though? This man sounds like he either...
Oh boy.
Does not have a wife.
No.
Like doesn't have. I shouldn't
he's
say
probably
wife,
got a couple ex-wives.
A partner. Doesn't have a partner.
Ex-partners. He's got a couple ex-partners.
A few, you think?
Oh, I think more than a few. This dude's difficult. This dude's difficult.
Well, he needs to be attentive to or be attended to.
Right. He probably has mommy issues and he can't keep a relationship because he is not catered to enough.
And he needs someone to control. Like it sounds like he needs a situation. Look at, we're all like talking about his psyche.
Yeah, we're about to get in.
Maybe he just wants some sugar, guys.
He may have just wanted a little sugar today and he got no sugar, but we're going to psychoanalyze him because you know what? He sounds needy.
I'm just saying, the fact that I got to a point to where he felt like he needed to take the camera out.
Yeah, right?
It speaks volumes because it says, oh, I really got something here that this waitress didn't bring me sugar. And?
You know what it said to me?
Grab it from another table. I don't know.
Right? Go jack one from the other table. What's wrong with you?
Don't they have sugar packets on the tables?
Yeah, right?
Just grab it from another table. I don't understand.
Quit your crying.
But you're choosing to be more difficult than you ever need to. When you see someone walking by, hey, can I get some sugar?
Right.
Or when you walked up to her, by the time all of this back and forth, you could have just asked her for some goddamn sugar.
Well, now his coffee's getting cold.
I know.
He had to let him know that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what all this is telling me so far?
Huh?
That his mother should have used the bottle.
What? I don't understand.
Should not have breastfeed that child is all I'm saying. He's way too needy. Should have been bottle fed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he should have been bottle fed. That killed in the chat. I guarantee you that killed in the comments.
Oh, gosh. Dave jokes 24/7,
It's all I
so
do.
it's hard to catch some of these jokes here and there.
I'm starting to think it's a mental illness at this point. I can't turn it off.
Your jokes?
Yeah, I can't
I
stop.
know. I'm laughing hysterically all the time.
At least inside. I wish you'd laugh more.
I'm laughing hysterically. He's just so funny. He has my ribs just muscles hurting.
I don't know if that's true. They all can't be winners, folks.
We bring you coffee and you sugar.
The coffee's there. It's getting cold. She did not bring sugar, right? So I just need the sugar. I don't need the coffee. And I need a server who's actually going to make sure that I have the things that I need. Because that's why I come to Denny's.
You can have it.
What's so funny?
He did just say that. He just said, that's why I come to Denny's. No, bro, you come to Denny's for a friggin' Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity.
No, he added that in there because he's like, just in case I send this to corporate, they need to know that I am a customer. I am a regular customer. And this is why I come here, because typically you guys do give me great service. And this is not one of them today.
You know what bothers me, though? He's the only person in the history of Denny's service who would ever say this. No one goes to Denny's for the service. No one goes to Denny's for the service. No one goes to Denny's for the service. You might go to a Denny's because you have people you like there, but you don't go to Denny's for the service. You go for the cheap food. You go for the Grand Slams. You go for that crap, and it's quick, fast, greasy, and you get the hell out. That's why you go to Denny's. You don't go, because I want... This guy's telling me that he goes to Denny's because he needs to feel a certain level of attention only the Denny's can give? Oh, boy. Get this man. Freud.
I think he needs to go...
Therapy.
I think he needs to go to the Denny's that he typically gets all of this attention from.
Or go to the Denny's that's closest to your therapist office. Just for convenience.
I used to work at Denny's, and I'll never forget, there was this... I had a 19-year-old manager. I'll never forget that. Yeah. No, but he was really mature and everything.
Oh, that's good.
But it said a lot. I don't know. I was feeling low during that time because I was like, I'm working at Denny's. I have a 19-year-old manager. But long story short, the worst customer ever. He was like the nicest word for midget, but he was a short person.
Fun-sized.
Yeah. Well...
That's the...
That's not the nicest word.
It's my preferred term for the short.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You can't say dwarfs anymore. They took dwarfs from us. So fun-sized.
Long story short, this small person, I forgot if it was eggs. I'm going to use eggs. I think it was eggs, actually. And he said he only wanted 2, but it came with 3. It was some shit like that, right? And I was like, oh, don't worry about it. It comes with that, right? He's like, oh, I only need 2. But I was like, well, it comes with it, so no worries. It doesn't cost extra. And I thought that's what he was worried about. So I bring it out to him, and he goes, I only asked for 2.
No,
I did not want 3. And he throws this huge fit, and I'm trying to go up and above, and he's yelling at me like crazy. I just go into this other back room because I work the overnight shift. I was just like, whatever. And this 19-year-old manager was like, don't worry about it. He's an ass. But anyways.
Yeah, he sounded like another one that should have been bottle fed.
I know. He was a Darren.
We're diagnosing people today. I feel like we're helping.
I know. We're letting you know what your problem is.
Right?
Okay?
Get it together.
Mm-hmm.
Another Denny's.
There's not another Denny's around here, and I'm here for business and for my daughter. Yeah, so I'm here at this Denny's, and I don't think it's too much to ask that a server comes.
I gave it to you, but you just want everything like this.
No, you sent the
like
same. This. No, I waited.
Look at the time we're wasting over here.
Right, because I still don't have sugar.
Because you talking to me right
here.
here.
No, because the server came and left without asking me, do I need sugar?
I bring you sugar. Look at all the customers just looking you, getting more and more and more. Go on your table, I bring you sugar.
And can I get a different server?
Go on your table, I bring you sugar.
When your name was?
Go on your table, and I bring you sugar.
That's how you answer.
That's how you answer. He's so dramatic. That's how you answer.
Because he knows he's recording, and he knows he's going to send this either post online, which he did.
I don't think you got a good response, though, I would guess.
Probably not.
A lot of people can't be siding with this one.
I love the public court of opinion, you know?
I do too. And look, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong for asking for a new server either, but
I do. That's weird.
It's very weird, but like if it's in a really, really bad situation and you just want a new server, I can forgive it. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to cast you into Darrenhood just for that. However, when you follow it up with all this stuff, I mean, there was nothing good about what he said.
Color. But finish my sandwich.
No, I don't finish because you need to respect me.
Well, you need to respect your customers. And I will tell them you don't respect your customers. Would you finish my sandwich?
Cold cut trio. A cold cut trio.
Finish my sandwich. All right, you're going.
Oh boy.
I love this because, as you can see, she's being ignored.
Yes, she is.
And at one point, she's looking like, well, what do I do?
Yeah, she got lost.
Yeah, she's like, well, damn, she's not listening to me, and I'm yelling at her and everything, and she's still not doing as I say.
I've played all the cards I can play aside from tearing shit up. Do I want to go to that level? In my youth, I would have already have torn this place up. But I'm getting older. My knees are weak. My heart's not what it once was. And I'm a little heavier than I was back then. But shh. I'm not tearing this place up. That's where she's stuck. She doesn't know what to do.
No.
It's pretty great.
Yes, I love it.
It's like watching an old lion pace back and forth. Doesn't really know where meal's coming from. Just
a lion?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying she's a large lady. When she was younger, she was.
I feel like me and this lady weigh the same, so be careful with large lady, okay?
I mean, she's a slim, very, very well fit lady. Quite beautiful, by the way, too.
Uh-huh. All right, you're going to be reported. That's for sure. Call your supervisor right now. Please call her right now. You wanted to call her a while ago. Call her now. I'd like to talk to her.
Toasted. Toasted, no cheese. Toasted.
I'm sorry, what? Ham. I have 3 orders actually. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Yes.
You don't see that very often. That Karen there did not know what to do. She was confused, bewildered, gobsmacked even. She cannot believe that everybody was ignoring her.
That was the best response that I've ever seen yet, she did not expect the subway employee to just flat out ignore her, being like, I'm not putting up with you. I'm not pulling up with your BS. And because you disrespected me, I know I don't have to put up with you. And I love that because this Karen was like, what do I do? Where do I go? Maybe if I say it more with some anger and walk back, I demand her to do this. And then she realized she had no power.
Now, we talk about this all the time. If you do not give them anything, what can they do?
This is a hotel. Therefore, I should not have to plunge my own toilet because I did not have water, because you should have more than one water pipe allowing water in.
Ma'am, please don't come in here dealing with this right now, because I have been dealing with 136 people today that do
That's
not
your
have
job.
water. So you're not the only one who does not
That
have
is your
water.
job.
Well, then the plunger, you can take it with you, and
You can send a maintenance person up to plunge my toilet.
right now.
As long as he's there by 7 o'clock.
He's not going to be there. He's already off the clock. We have contractors that are doing this leak right now. So that's what we're doing. We have other things that are more important. Either you take the plunger and you do it.
I have congestive heart failure, so no, it is not more important.
You're in 325, right?
That is correct.
You're checking out on the 29th. You're checking out.
I'm curious, and I'm very sorry for her that she has congestive heart failure.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry about that. But I'm curious to what does that have to do with her plunging her own toilet?
Right. This lady didn't give her congestive heart failure.
Is it the fact that it hurts and so her plunging the toilet?
I get that. Yeah, it's called an excuse of why you can't do it yourself. And I'm not even saying that she should be doing it herself.
No.
I'm saying is sometimes you just kind of have to. And this is one of those juice versus squeeze situations. I don't feel making this big of a deal over a toilet is worth it. For me, personally, in this situation. This doesn't look like the highest of hotel chain. It looks like a motel.
To me, she's saying she has over 136 other people to deal with. So I'm wondering if there's a water issue.
Yeah, the water's out.
Okay, so what I would do in this situation is, because to be fair, let's get it right. No hotel should ever ask a guest to plunge their own toilet.
Agreed.
I don't care if the contractor, whoever the hell, is off the clock or whatever. Those things should never happen.
Shouldn't happen.
But because it's happening, what you do is you just, unfortunately, go to corporate, be like, hey, while I was here, these things happened. And they were like, oh, she's going to kick me out or whatever because I have to plunge my own toilet. So this is an actual corporate complaint.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not really advocating for everybody to just complain to corporate about things, but this is something to where I can understand if she went to corporate.
Yeah. Long-term play. The thing is too, I think that sometimes understanding is necessary. If it sounded like to me that the water's out for the hotel and they got contractors that are working on it right now. Their hotel staff, the maintenance man, whatever, he went home for the night, probably dealing with all this stuff all day. And they're just prioritizing right now. And this lady, unfortunately, caught the short end. And it sucks. And she has a complaint. But don't make it worse, because then this might happen. Which, yeah, you might have more of a complaint later, but it ain't helping you right now with your congestive heart failure trying to find a new hotel.
The fire trucks and everything else is going on right now.
They were emphasizing my point.
But is it right for her to kick her out because she doesn't want to plunge her own toilet, though?
No.
I don't think that's right at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. This furthers her complaint down the line. But if she's sickly and all that, she's got to think about that, because that ain't going to save her in the moment.
No.
This lady's going to kick her out, and there's nothing she can do about it in the moment. You can do about it after the fact.
Yeah, that was my point earlier.
Exactly.
Like, just go complain to corporate, because this is a nice case written.
Oh, it's perfect
on paper.
You're getting comped. You're getting free rooms for a while. You got to think about this on this one, because it's not like she's asking you to change your own bed, do your laundry, all that. She's saying, here's a plunger. It still sucks to do, but record it. Show what's happening and be like, I complied. I did the
the right thing,
Yep.
you know, trying to be a team player and everything, but this is ridiculous. That's how you do it, and you get maximum compensation for it, as you should. They understand it.
Actually, on the 9th. Tomorrow is your or the 13th. That is when your last day is.
Okay, so you're going to kick me out?
Yes.
That's fine, because I've already made a complaint to corporate.
Keep making them if you want. I mean, that's fine. You can record or do whatever it is.
I am recording, just so you know. I'm going to go to the local news.
Okay, Ms. Stites, go do it.
And I have also filed a complaint with the code enforcement.
Things to be dealing with right now. We have 136 rooms with that water, and you don't want to plunge your own toilet.
I have health concerns that I'm not supposed to. I have congestive heart failure. Do you know what that is?
From plunging the toilet?
Bacteria. Yes, ma'am. That's how I got it.
Okay, Ms. Stites, have a good day. I gotta worry about something else more important than your toilet.
Isn't that what caused this problem, was the toilet?
No, it wasn't.
Because that's what your maintenance people are telling everybody.
It was a pipe inside of our wall that broke.
That was broke by a tenant because of a toilet.
She did that herself. She purposely did that.
Okay, well, like I said, I will be hearing back from your corporate.
Okay, well, have a good one.
Heated. This lady had enough. She might lose her job over this.
She should. I don't know. I don't think the result is to kick her out. I think you say to her, if you're in a management position, you say to her, hey, you know what? Your stay is going to be on us. Now, if 136 rooms don't have water and one guest hears that the other guest gets their room for free, you know, that could be very problematic business-wise.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand that frustration too. But what are you going to do? Then close. Like, why are you... To be honest, why are you even allowing people to stay at your hotel when there's no water? That's ridiculous.
Probably cost effectiveness. Now we got to ask all the questions. Did they ask? Did they tell people in advance? Did they let people know that it happened on the day? Did they agree to stay? Was there There's a lot of things that happen when things like this do take place. Usually you are contacted, but it's funny. I'll put one caveat because I do agree she should probably lose her job over this. Bless you.
Thank you.
Unless it's a situation where she's been there a really long time and has like a ties with the management, and the management's like, okay, I'm going to give you an opportunity here. You need to call this woman or go to her room and fix this now until you're not kicking her out or you're gone. Mm-hmm. Because if she's been, hotels are a little different. You really do got to depend on the people that are on the staff.
Right.
You have to depend on them.
Yeah, I get it. In this situation, to be real, in this situation, lady, don't kick out people just because they have a problem with, plunging their whole, like, oh, I have a lot to deal with. I know, but when you took her money, she paid for at least an experience where she doesn't have to plunge her own toilet.
Right.
So, this is a business here. So regardless if you have 140 people, 50 people, thousands of people, she's still paid to stay here and for the bare min with water. And you have to acknowledge that. So we get that you're going through whatever it is that you're going through. It's got to be super stressful because people are going to complain. I mean, they're paying at a hotel with no water. Yep. So I get it, but you're in the wrong. This is what comes with not having water. You got to deal with people like this.
I don't know what you charge. I gave you the whole fee. You told me the price, and I paid you the price that you told me. You said $48.
Yes,
I told you, and I paid you that.
I asked you one pedicure. You say no. You want.
I didn't ask for no pedicure. I didn't get no pedicure.
Yeah, and
that's what I'm saying. I didn't want no pedicure. I didn't get no pedicure. You said no pedicure. I said I just want my feet like that, and that's what I told you, and that's what I paid for. I don't see money because I don't pay too much damn money.
Okay, God forgive me. God forgive me. But I cannot understand the nail technician, and that does not mean that she's not in the right. But the reason why I say I cannot understand this nail technician is because is it possible that maybe there was just a miscommunication, a misunderstanding?
I'd like to think that. But then
you don't think
the
that?
more I listen to this lady talk, she can't even describe what she asked for. Like,
I asked for him to be like that. Well, like that's a call to pedicure. I think you about to pay for a pedicure, loved one.
She don't look like she's about to pay for anything.
I don't know. It's not going to be good. Let me tell you, you're gonna have to call in reinforcements for this one. This is
why?
crazy.
Because she's black?
No, because she's large. It had nothing to do with her being black. I don't see race. I see a big woman with a lot of small Asian ladies running around making a lot of noises right now. They are upset. I love this video. This is amazing.
I think what upsets me is that if this is a place that you go and get your nails done frequently, I don't know that to be the case. But
I don't think so. This is her first time here. And last. Her friend said, "Girl, you need to go down the block. I'll tell you, them Asian ladies gonna take care of you, girl." Oh, okay, all right.
Oh gosh, let's just watch.
Can you just do her toes so we can go? She can get my money back. Because I'm saying she's a dissatisfied customer.
Okay. First off, at a nail salon, that's one thing that I feel really uncomfortable about. That's why so many people, if you see on TikTok, there's so many people that will come on TikTok after they get their nails done and cry because they hate their nails so much. And it's because it is so awkward. It is really weird to be like, hey, I don't like this. I'm not paying for it. And because you know that they went through all this work, even though it was work that you didn't like, we end up, for the most part, still paying for it. It's just awkward and weird to even want someone to want to continue after this confrontation. Especially because it's going to be at the price that, from what I'm understanding here, this lady doesn't want to pay any more than $48. That's what I'm understanding from the gist of all of this. And this lady is upset. Man, she did more than $48 worth of work. We know that's the case. I don't know that's the case.
It feels, if she gave her a full petty.
I don't know that's the case because she can't I think you could tell if you have a pedicure.
Well, she looks like, but this lady's playing dumb. Like she doesn't even know what a pedicure is.
Because she's pedicure, but did she fully have a pedicure?
She's not even defining what a pedicure is.
It looks like maybe there's a friend. I can only see a friend vouching for her. I don't see this being a stranger.
I don't know. Her friend is, I think her friend is, here with it and, like paying her toes so we can go. But she's going to try and back up her friend for $48. Now, I don't know exactly what's happening, but this lady does not look like somebody who'd be squibbling over 48. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, to me, she's squibbling here because there was a lot more work done and there was definitely a miscommunication.
I don't know. I do not know
Feels
that.
like a miscommunication.
But I would never do this because I communicate with what things are before I pay for them.
That's important.
But I also go to a nail salon that I religiously go to all the time, so I know exactly what I'm paying for.
And that's what we're missing here. This lady can't describe what she got. She can't describe what she asked for, and that's a problem. So I'm just sitting here like, whatever. So they're all kind of screwed on this one. Now, the interesting thing is, how would you handle this? If you were
I do not think the lady should do any more work on this lady's toes.
Right.
I do not think that is the answer. I don't know what the answer is, but that is not on the list. It's not on the multiple choice.
Yeah. No, I think that is the only place she really has is to simply say, walk out. Bye.
Peace.
Yeah. Take I ain't touching your feet again. Give me the 48. Out. Mm-hmm. Be like, first pay me the 48. And
no, but she said in the beginning she already paid the 48.
Oh, then yeah.
And
bye.
She was asking for, I think the lady was asking for more because, I did a pedicure.
Yeah, I'd be like, bye. Yeah, that's the thing too. She's like, I didn't tell you to do a pedicure. Well, something's being done to your feet right now. Say something.
Ooh, that's the disadvantage of paying up front.
Yeah.
Because then she could say she already paid. Because we've talked about this on other episodes if you're new here. And we've talked about having a requirement in place so that way when, people steal from these nail salon places and not pay at all, have a deposit, pay up front, then pay the rest when the nails are done. But she found a way, this is possible, I'm not sure, but it's possible she found a way to, I already paid, so I can ask this nail tech for more work done and still not pay.
Yeah.
And maybe she's lying and understood everything. I don't know.
I really don't.
Me neither. I don't know.
It's such a tough one.
She seems very upset.
Right. But I'm not sure if that's not just kind of, her natural state. This lady looks like she's a rabble rouser, man. I'm just saying.
She looks like she has incidences.
I don't know about that.
Just do what told her, she won't come back.
Okay, but right now, she don't want the color, right? I can for you 7 bed for the color because I got her just 7 for the color. She don't want, I can 7.
You charge me you saying you charge me $7 to just polish 8 toes? I can go get some damn dollar polish and polish 8 toes by my damn self. You saying you charge me $7?
Done. She's done.
If you're gonna argue, is Ollie behind
She
you?
is right behind you.
Ollie, get the heck behind me!
Come here.
No, he's
doing?
gonna mess. No, don't.
Get
No, don't
Get
get
down.
it. Don't get up on here.
Get
Don't
out.
get him up.
Go. Get down. Go. Go away.
Okay, just leave him alone.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll leave him alone. But all right, I take every single thing I said about this lady. You are a cheapskate. If you want to go to a salon and complain about $7 for polish,
Right.
go to the Dollar Tree store, buy some nail polish, and get it done yourself. Because this is absolutely absurd. Like
$7, that's a good price. That's not bad.
honestly, $7 is questionable to me.
Really?
Like $7 is like I probably wouldn't.
Well, what's the sweet spot? Get out of there. Go.
Sorry for the interruption. We had to get Ollie behind us for sound reasons.
Hashtag cat problems.
If you see this little
Yeah,
thing
that's the
swinging.
aftermath.
Yeah. But what was I saying? Oh, she's a cheapskate.
Cheapskate.
Mhm.
100% cheapskate.
Rude customer.
Look, I don't know if $7 is to me it seems reasonable. Do my toes for $7.
That's cheap. That's really like honestly 12 at least.
Right, that's
15.
double digits, right?
12, 15, not 7.
$2 a toe.
That's they're in the hood.
$2 a toe mini, right? Gotta be. You gotta at least.
I
get
mean, it's a
10
good
out of
price
that.
though. I wish I knew this place so we can give them a shout out. It's a good price.
Right? How can you complain about that? That's what I'm saying. Like, how can this lady be complaining about $7?
$7
You're
for
cheap.
color, like get out of here with that.
You have the quillet. You have design.
And that's paid for. That's paid for.
$13, right?
Exactly. I don't know what you charge. I know you told me $48 for my feet and my nails, and that's what I gave you.
No. Your nail already. You just paid the toe trendy. Trendy because right now.
It ain't no already. You saying my nails already and I just paid the toe. You got one ticket. I gave you a $50 bill. You charged me $48 and then you gave me $2 back. It ain't no this is separate. You gave me one ticket and I paid you what you told me.
Okay, so what do you want her to do,
I told
Tasha?
you already.
Tasha.
Okay.
Tell her what you want her to do.
So you saying you're not gonna give my money back or do nothing to my nails?
I get for you 7 bed.
I'm not trying to hear you saying you're not gonna give my money back or do nothing to my nails. I'm finna break up some shit.
No, you're not.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
She about to break up the whole place over them $48.
I think I called that.
Face, please.
Oh, please, please. Oh, please.
Get out of my face. It's okay. Sorry. He's calling right now. I'm trying to. Can you please leave? Yes. Please.
Come on, 271.
Christ.
Wow. Hey. Stop it!
Okay.
So it looks like there's going to be a remake of the iconic classic Halloween because we got female Michael Myers right there. Holy God, that is a San Antonio woman right there. This is terrifying. She's very, very scary, and she moves with killer-like tendency.
Yeah, I'm afraid. If I was in this situation, I'd just be running. You know, no one pays me enough to put myself in danger working at a restaurant.
Who undercooked her bacon?
Yeah, this is this is very scary, and even the person recording this, I'm thinking, how brave are you for real? Because I'm scared.
It depends. I mean, if he's got a camera in one hand, a gat in the other, he ain't scared of nothing. He's all right. He's all right now. He's like,
I don't know, man. This is
scary Sherry ain't gonna get me today.
This reminds me of a scary movie.
Reminds me of The Ring.
Just wearing all white and
It looks like it's a hospital gown, like she escaped from a mental institution or something. It's messed up.
Mm-hmm. And obviously something's mentally wrong with this person, obviously, but it just being an employee, I cannot imagine. I am adios, peace, deuces. Y'all don't pay me enough for this. Bye.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm sure she wants her breakfast foods, but this is not the way to go about it.
Hold on! 911! Please help! Everybody help me! Please! Please help! Do I need to leave?
Did you guys call 911 already?
Please help!
Did you call 911?
Please help!
Call 911. I'm videotaping so they can see what she's doing. But call 911.
Please help!
Just stop! No!
Okay.
There's a lot to unpack here. The guy filming is not a guy. I think it's a lady filming.
Yes.
So that's a bad one right there.
Mm-hmm.
I believe she's attempting to stab people with
A
like
tongue.
butter. Yeah, it was a tongue, right? It was a tongue at the end there.
Yeah, it was a tongue.
I will tongue you. This is
This lady. Okay,
kind of great.
Okay, all like serious aside for a second, the lady running in the back was kind of hilarious.
Oh, she's amazing.
She's like so serious too, you know. She's like running in the back.
She's actually scared. She's like next level terrified here.
Yeah, I don't know whether to laugh or cry because I'm feeling both emotions. I'm like, oh my god, and then I'm like, this is kind of funny, and then I'm like, oh, like this is really sad. Like I'm like crying, but I'm also laughing. It's
a room full of people. She's gonna be alright. She's gotta calm down, man. She's making it worse.
Thank you guys for tuning into the most unhinged rude customers.
We really appreciate you patronizing us once again. Go comment, like, support all the videos. We'll be back on Tuesday-ish. We'll see. And make sure you go check out everything that we're doing. Go like, subscribe, and support. Remember, you can find us everywhere the audio files are found. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.